no inventory on the Gav. Whoa. Whoa, it's got some speed, though. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Osiris New Dawn, episode 19. I want to point something out before we start this episode that I noticed as I came in here to save the game at the end of the last episode. This bed where we sleep just so happens to be outside of both shields. And it looks almost like it was done on purpose because it's so just barely outside the shields, but that's scary, right? Like, do you really want to sleep in a bed that's outside of your protective shield where everything else is literally inside of it? Seems like a design flaw. But that's okay. I am still excited about the shields. It's nice.
Breathe easy.
It's nice that it will, protect the base from meteor impacts and all that. Let's look at more vehicles that we've yet to make, because that's what I want the focus of this episode. Most likely our final episode. I would like the focus to be on building the things that I have not built yet. Let's see. That looks cool. Spaceship, personal drone, mech crab, hover bike. Okay. All right, so we need some steel and gold and lithium. Oof, that's not going to be enough gold, is it? Oh my. Well, we might have to go gather some gold. I'm not sure. We can take these and those, some of this and that. Okay, so let's go see what we can make here. Ooh, what's going on? Okay, you startled me. You got me with that one. All right. Gav, the rover. The rover looks cool, but yeah, not enough gold. Well, I know where there is some gold we can go get really fast. I'll head right back over to where our little mining operation was set up. And there was a few nodes of gold over there with the lithium. Woof, look at all that base metal over there. The droids and the guns. Everybody's still over here fighting. It's kind of funny. Although eventually the droids will run out of battery. What would be really neat, what I would like to see, is eventually to where the droids recognize when their batteries are low and they go get more, or maybe even like a recharge port that we could construct, that the droids would, they would head back to this area and get recharged, get their batteries recharged, or even if I understand, I understand if they don't want to do that and they want you to actually consume the batteries. But similarly, it would be nice if they were automated, or even if per se I wasn't having them automatically recharging their batteries, but if they were, I don't see any more gold over there, but that should be enough gold. We don't need too much. But it would be nice. It'd be nice if they sent out some kind of alert, or maybe if you could send droids to go give batteries to other droids. That would be cool. I feel like as long as they use up their batteries the way they do, you sort of have to keep an eye on them, because at any time they could just, run out of batteries and just be out there asleep, or whatever happens to them when they run out of batteries. Going to sleep mode. Something like that, I would imagine. But the droids just came back, so I'm not, I'm very understanding as far as... Oh, 20? Oh, that's more than enough. Is there... So you don't process this obsidian into ingots. Okay. Yeah, okay, sure. Well, let's store it then. That's a lot of obsidian. Oh yeah, plenty of gold. All right, let's go make ourselves a mech. Yes. It's gonna be fun and exciting. Where are we? There we are. Coming soon. Darn it! I should have known. Okay, so we can't make a mech. That would have been cool though. I'm kind of curious if it's like an automated thing or it sort of looks like you might ride in it. I don't know. It's got like that bulky looking front section. Okay, so no heavy mech. We can do the Gav and the rover. We're gonna need lead, titanium, and rubber. Okay, let's go do that. Oh, really? Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about that. All right, what do we have? Titanium, lead. That was all I was missing, wasn't it? Pretty sure. Oh, come on, hit the shield. Ah, come on, hit the shield. Oh, I wanted to see. Come on. We just put these shields up last episode. Now, oh well. I was hoping to watch one of the meteors hit the shield. That would have been pretty neat. All right, what do we got? The gas. Oh, they both take rubber. That's okay. I think we'll drive them around for a little bit. See how they handle. What they're like. We'll make our assessment. Because at this point, I want to experience just about everything the game has to offer before I wrap things up. Okay, let's start with the rover. Oops. Wrong button. Sweet. Oh, yeah, look at this thing. And it does use hydrazine. And it has a respectable inventory. Okay. Okay, so it's not super fast. But it'll get you from point A to B. I mean, it's better than walking, and it has all the extra inventory. It handles the rough terrain without a problem. Alright. Park you inside the shield. Let's go check out the GAV. Let's see how that's running. Alright, next, yes, the GAV. You do not have all the build materials. Oh, I'm missing a wire. Okay. Well, we can absolutely make a wire. Let's get our gold, and what? We're going to need copper and plastic, I think. Let's go take a peek. Oh, and look, we got these little path lights. Yeah. Well, let's play around with those while we wait for the wires to be made. Do I want them over here? Seems like it's going to be weird inside the shield because I imagine the shield is incredibly visible at night. So instead, I think we'll just put these path lights way out here. Wow, you can build them far away too. That's pretty neat. Really far away. Look at that. That's pretty neat. See, I imagine this shield is going to have this area all lit up at night, but now I'm curious. Maybe it won't. Let's see. I also wanted to look at... Yeah, floodlight. Yeah, sure. Is that going to require its own... No, it's... Oh, there you go. Floodlight, okay. It's not automatic, which... Oh, that takes wires. Oh, what are you doing? Don't waste the wires. Would be nice if the floodlights were automatic. I don't like the idea of having to run around and turn all the floodlights on. But I suppose playing on a higher difficulty, there would not be as large of a base so quickly. I don't know, though. So the thing that I'm curious about is on the higher difficulty, does the level that you're at determine the strength of the enemies? Because it seemed like on the easier difficulty, even though I was an incredibly high level, I was still fighting young snubs everywhere I went. And it wasn't until I put it on Infested that I started fighting, you know, adult crab monsters and... Oh, I spent the rubber. Oh. And not only adult crab monsters, but like aged snubs and acidic scaliopods. I feel like that should be a function. The stronger enemies should be a function of your level. Like, as you level up, the enemies level up. And I don't feel like that's been the case. And what bothers me about that is that means that when you start the game, when you start the game on the hard difficulty, are you going to be fighting the really difficult aliens right off the bat? Okay. No inventory on the Gav. Whoa. Whoa, it's got some speed, though. It does. And a weapon. What, did I run over something? And now I sort of want to get in a small fight with this thing and assess the strength of its weapon. Okay. So we'll go looking for a fight, and we'll just see what the strength of this weapon is. Because it was really cool having the mecha crab until I realized its weapon was garbage. I would imagine it would be a similar case here. We've got to try it to know for sure. Still does make pretty good speed, I have to say. And what's with everything being yellow now? What the... Still... Okay. Alright, alright. Yeah, it's like there's some kind of lighting effect in the atmosphere now that plays with these gas vents. And they brought the chlorine into it, which is nice. But you can just tell there's a lot still that developers want to do with this, and no, that's not a good place to go. We'll stay away from those craters. How about that? There's a satellite. Ooh. Looking for that Tumbo Basin. There we go. Okay. Let's take a shot at a Tumbo here and see what we get. Ooh. You know, for not using ammunition, that's not bad at all. It's reasonable damage, 2 rounds, rapid fire, no ammunition requirement. It's kind of nice. So while the hover bike is faster and absolutely more nimble, on the higher difficulty level where there's more monsters or more, bug aliens, I think the Gav could be worthwhile. As it killed those Tumbos pretty quick. Now, I mean, that's not an adult crab monster, but even still, it was pretty good damage. Alright, who's coming after me now? An aged Snubs. Yeah, that's just all too easy. I like that. Okay, so the Gav is pretty cool. Alright, so the shield doesn't really light things up like the floodlight does. And all in all, everything looks really, really neat. Yeah, I suppose. Okay, what else can we get into? A Watchtower. Let's see what this is all about here. This is pretty neat. Yeah, something like this. Right? Escape. Oh, see, that's cool. Just gives you a little thing, gets you off the ground, give you a place to shoot over. But then... is it a continuation of the walls, is the question. Double wide, double tall? Oh, wow. See, there's all sorts of stuff here with... oh, wow, yeah. That's a big wall. Hold on. Yep. Woo! Oh, sorry about that. Oh, that scared me a little bit. I was not expecting the ferocious gnat to jump right up there. Okay, so the Watchtower, it's not gonna... it got me good. It's not gonna protect you from ferocious gnats, that's for sure. But what I want to see is if any of these walls will kind of stack up and join on this thing, because it sort of looks like, maybe? Yeah, there we go. See, look at that. Boom. Problem is, with as large of a colony as I have, this would be so incredibly resource intensive. Oh, but look at that, though. That's nice. That's really cool. All right, so next I wanted to check out, these electric fences. So we need steel and plutonium for that. Plutonium and steel, thank you. Now, will these snap is the question. I don't know why they would. Doesn't seem like they should. But let's try it anyways, huh? Let's see what we get. Ooh, I hear you. Let's see if we can get him to... oh! No. Let's see if we can get him to jump through the fence. Yeah, what do you think about that, huh? Hold on. Ooh! Oh, look at that. That is so epic. That's right. Now what are you gonna do? Oh. Thing is... ooh, it hurts you too! Which I guess is realistic, but...
feels good.
Buyer beware. Now, did it take any damage is the question. Doesn't look like it did. So it can just get attacked by a creature over and over again, this electric fence. And it doesn't even cause any issues. Oh, see, that's really cool, too. So if you had enough steel and rubber and plutonium... That's pretty neat. So, but I imagine you'd kind of have to join it together like this, or else, how would you make a gate? Crab fence. Nice. The old crab fence trick. See, I imagine you'd have to use these rock walls and fences and crab fences in the beginning of the game when you play on the infested difficulty. Universe buildable capacity. Oh, interesting. As we didn't really have to use those this go around. Industrial wall with a coupler. And, we didn't really get into these custom buildings all that much either. Custom tech pieces. Do we not have that? Oh, okay, I guess we didn't. Okay. Oh, you can make windowed walls and such? Okay, so that being said, for the remainder of this episode, let's go back and work on the mining area where we were at. And we'll just see if we can get some fences and items up in there. We'll mess around more with these custom pieces before we wrap up the episode. But I feel like we have fully exhausted the content of this game for this season, for this playthrough. And I'm not one to beat a dead horse. So the game that I'm currently spending a lot of time playing and building in is actually Conan Exiles, and I find that I think for the time being that's going to continue to stay the game that is played long term, and yeah, I'm going to wait for there to be new content. Admittedly, the team, for Osiris New Dawn is not as large as other development projects, but they don't put out content nearly as often, and that's sort of just the way it goes. Out of power, of course you are. See, and therein lies the problem. All right, you are going to no, change. Patrol and mine, please. Right here, thanks. And what about batteries? Okay. So you're going to follow. And purple, you follow as well. Come on. Oh yeah, look at all this. All right. Patrol and mine. We're just going to make as much steel as we possibly can. Why not? But I think I'm actually going to send you to go get some lithium, even though it's a little far away. Oh, I can't see anything. All right, well, let's see if I can at least help fight whatever is what's going down over here. Right, it's these scaliopods getting under the floor. I'm not very happy about that. Oh, look, you can see the shield generator pylons from all the way over here. Wow. That's kind of neat. All right. Now, let's pull back out our tool. Yes, our little construction tool here, because I would like to... Oh, no. Okay. First of all, I want to see if stuff is going to float. That's part of it. We'll jump over here. We'll destroy this. Okay. So stuff does indeed float. Which, yeah, that's a thing. That happens. Let's get our materials back. So what I had was this idea to make this even easier the next time around. So let's find curved metal panel. No, I'm looking more for... I guess that is what I'm looking for. Yeah. And then the way you climb up this thing is you jump on this one, and then there's going to be another one over here. Oh, we can't though, can we? Okay. So then what we're going to do is get the floor set up. Plated floor, armored floor. Thank you. Probably didn't need that one there. Okay. Wow, I'm getting 20 combat, 20 engineering. Is that 20 combat for every time the turret is shooting stuff over there? Oh, that's kind of neat. Really? Come on. Yeah, so these turrets are a little bit of a pain to get right where I want them to be. Let's try that. I know it's not going to look the prettiest, but I'm just trying to get kind of a proof of concept here. Now, I would eventually like to play this game kind of longer term, where I focus on building something really grand and pretty and elegant. I think we have to get to where there's a bit more content in the game to do that. Maybe where they provided a few more mission objectives, balanced the difficulty a little bit more. I do appreciate that they made the difficulty a little easier, because I know people were having a hard time. But at that same time, I don't feel like there's much of an in-between. I feel like the game is sort of super punishing or a walk in the park. Which, you know, again, not the end of the world. That just looks, that looks really wonky. But so this was my thought to save materials. To get up, you just kind of hop, scotch your way to this one and then to the next one. Well, we could always... Let's see, how are we doing? So steel, actually running out of steel. And what, these pieces are all steel, rubber, glass? Okay. So we'll need to make some more steel. I think we can drop off all of this, and then here we'll say... Lead, no. Titanium, no. Let's just drop it all off for now. No, not the steel. Okay, so we'll make some steel. And then we'll experiment a little bit with the doors and the lighting, and we'll just see what stuff looks like. Why are you... What's going on with you? Green? Why don't you figure it out? Okay, let me help you out there, Green. Why don't you go over there? Thanks. Okay, aluminum, iron, aluminum, magnesium. There you go. That's a good bit of steel. You did this again, didn't you? Look at you. Follow me. Control and mine right over there. Thanks. Thanks, Green. All right. No steel to be made. Oh, right, because we have to make all sorts of ingots. Okay. Well, in the meantime, I suppose we can give this stuff back here. And I can start smelting more aluminum, iron, and magnesium over here at this end. So aluminum, magnesium, aluminum, and we pretty much took all the iron. This problem is we don't have any iron nodes over here. Some iron. Not quite enough. I'd like to get 2 stacks. Let's see, where's the iron? Nope. Iron. Over here is just rocks. And what are you shooting at? Uh-huh. Oh, reload, reload. That's aged snubs. Ooh. Lay off Red. Red didn't do anything to you. It wasn't even fighting back. It was just mining. Another Skeleopod. So while this area is a great area to mine for resources, oh my goodness, could you imagine trying to establish a base here? It would, oof, it's rough to think about. Here, we'll just make what iron we have, that's fine. It took a lot of resources, though, to get this flooring area that we did. Really, though, it just comes down to steel. I mean, getting the glass is a grind. You got to dig into the dirt. And but it's relatively easy. And the same with the rubber. It's pretty much easy. But the steel is where they get you. So my thought process was for defenses you would want these towers positioned in various areas, but I realize now that would be incredibly wasteful in resources. At least it seems that way. So I think the better solution okay, so here's the problem. Is we put this gun up here so that it can shoot down all around it. And if we had another gun tower, say, I don't know, maybe one over there, maybe one over there, then they could watch and cover each other and shoot at the base of each tower. But it's going to be a lot of extra resources to be able to make a tower there and a tower there. It's all of this, you know, armored flooring and walls, these custom pieces, and this one even was a skeleton of a full one because it's not even fully enclosed all the way around, and it was a tremendous amount of steel and resources. So the other alternative is that you would just expand this. Instead of making it a 1x1 square, basically, you would do like a rectangle, maybe 1x3, and put 3 turrets on there. But the problem with that becomes that they can't cover each other. If something butts right up against the base of this tower, all 3 guns are effectively neutralized. But with electric fences... that's what it is. That's what it is you need electric fences and these gun turrets. And you can't just do one or the other. That's what it seems. That's what it seems to me. All right. Well, we made a good bit of steel. All right, so let's try what I'm talking about here. Let's see how this works. So all this means is that we would have to cover each... Oh, out of rubber. No, not out of rubber. Anything but that. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and... And now my fuel is gone. Of course it is. Armored floor. Hey, it can reach up there. So now let's see if we can build the gun. Should be circuit boards, batteries, titanium. Pretty sure I didn't, Oh, I did. So again, they won't be able to cover each other with this setup, but oh, they can't even be that close to one another, can... Oh, wait. It lit up green for a brief... Oh. Hold on. Oh, there it goes. Oof. No, okay. See, the skilliopod, you throw everything off. There you go. Firing 2 at once. They're still not very accurate. But I suppose that with a combination of an electric fence, it'd be a pretty formidable defensive setup. But I think this is where we're going to wrap up the episode and the season. So we've explored the content in this game, and we've seen the updates. And I think it's time to let this game go back on the shelf until more content is added. And we await for the long series when there's a ton of content and polish and maybe a little bit more balancing on the resources and difficulty. But that being said, this has been Osiris New Dawn, episode 19 of the 3rd season. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. So please come back next time to see the game I've selected to take Osiris New Dawn's place on the scheduled lineup. But until next time, take care.